Hello world! Welcome back to another Prompt Riddle challenge video. In this video, we'll be playing level 15. Let's get into it. This is level 15. Back online, but that executable was kinda cool. Alright, let's see what resources we have available. We have this fit.lived file and numbers.txt file. Let's go ahead and open up the numbers.txt file. And we get what appears to be a bunch of decimal numbers. Okay, that doesn't really tell us a whole lot, so let's see if the fit.lived file tells us anything. Can't read that extension. Please try the download command. Alright, let's try downloading it then. 404 file not found. Interesting. Well, if you look at the file very closely, you can see that if we were to reverse it, it would read devil.tiff. And .tiff is an image extension. So all we need to do really is reverse the string, and it still can't read the extension, so let's try downloading it. And there we have it. We actually have the file. So let's try opening it. And we get what appears to be a square comprised of a bunch of smaller squares. If you count the number of squares going row by row or column by column, you'll know that it's a 21 by 21 square of squares. So how does this correlate to the decimal numbers that we found in numbers.txt? Well, what it is it's referring to a QR code. And these numbers are actually coordinates. The decimal can be looked at as a comma. So 1.1 would be this square right here, because coordinates in an image start in the upper left-hand corner, and that upper left-hand corner has a value of 0, 0. Then 1.2 would be this square right here, 1.3 would be this square right here, 1.4 would be this square right here, and so on and so forth, as they indicate here. Now, what does this mean? Well, if you fill in those squares with any color other than white, you're going to get what looks to be a QR code. And you can do this with any sort of online application or local application that allows you to fill in squares or generate squares based on coordinates. However, this is a lot of coordinates to go through, right? Like this would take a long time to fill in, and there's a lot of room for error. So we have a few options available to us. We can, 1, do it manually like I was saying before. 2, we could do it programmatically where we generate the squares based off the coordinates and create the image based off that. Or 3, which is what I did, use ChatGPT. Now, why would I use ChatGPT instead of doing this intuitively? It's just to show you that you can use AI to assist you on more tedious tasks that probably would take you a lot longer, regardless of whether you're doing it manually or programmatically. That way you can cut down on the time it takes to complete said task. No one's saying completely replace what you're doing with AI, you're just using it to assist you in solving the problem. Now that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to pull up my original chat with ChatGPT, and you can just use the free version of it. It gives you a certain limit on how many that you're allowed to do for that day. You just have to make an account. So I'll scroll up, and as you can see here, my original prompt was, turn the following series of coordinates into a QR code. Each coordinate represents a black square. I just assumed that each coordinate that we're referencing is a coordinate where we actually fill in a square with a color. Then obviously I copied and pasted numbers.txt after that, and it was able to actually automatically figure out what each number was representing based off of the minimal context that I gave it. It responded to me with, here's the QR code-like image generated based on the coordinates you provided. Each coordinate corresponds to a black square in a 21 by 21 grid. Let me know if you'd like this exported as an actual QR code or need it in another format like PNG or SVG. If you click on the analysis right here, it actually gives you the code that it used to generate the QR code based off of the data we gave it. Pretty sleek. So if you really wanted to do this on your own, you can just run this code. But we can take this a step further and just tell it to print out the QR code for us. And then it responds with, here's your image based on the coordinates you provided. Download QR-like image. It's not entirely sure whether it's a QR code or not. It didn't try to decode it, so it's just saying QR-like as though it could be a QR code. Let me know if you want any changes or if you'd like it turned into a real QR code with embedded data. So we can go ahead and download our QR-like code image. It says file not found. It looks like our session expired or whatever, so it didn't save the image. That's fine. I have the image that it generated downloaded to our challenge directory here, so we can just go ahead and decode it. So I'm going to go to my Kali box, and this is where we're going to actually decode the QR code. So let's do ls so we can see what the image is called. It's just qr-like-image.png. Then all we need to do is run the zbar image tool on our QR code image. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to decode our QR code. And it can decode barcodes and all kinds of different codes. That's how this tool works. And you typically have to install a package for it to be able to use it. I believe the package is called zbar-tools, but I can't quite remember. But it's easy to look up. So let's go ahead and press enter. We see that our QR code decodes to the word clever. So that should be our password. Let's go back to our Prompt Riddle terminal here and submit clever as our password. And we move on to level 16. Alright, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe to the channel to show your support. Turn on post notifications to get regular injections of cyber content directly into your feed. Check out our Patreon, join our Discord, and follow us on Twitter. Links in the description box down below. And leave any feedback or questions in the comment section down below. This is Almond Milk. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.